Hello all you wild critters, welcome back to another vlog. In this vlog, well, I'm going to be giving you my opinion on all the top reptile YouTubers. Let's get into it. Alright, so first I'm going to start off with Clints Reptiles. Well, I'm going to start off by saying about him, I got nothing bad at all to say about him. I think he is an amazing person for especially new people getting into reptiles to learn from. He gives off amazing information. He reminds me a lot of like a cool science teacher or professor or something. Like he dresses all nicely like a teacher would. So he's like a herpetology teacher in my eyes. Except he makes YouTube videos and he does an amazing job explaining and wording everything, and he's just super well spoken and just does a great job supporting and educating people on reptiles as a whole. And the next one I'm going to get into is Dingo Dinkleman, who actually had his channel removed, and he now has a new channel called Dingo Reloaded. So go check that out if you haven't. He is in South Africa and he deals with all those spicy noodles, better known as the venomous snakes. He has so much energy, and he is like the South African version of Steve Irwin. He is, first off, again, there's nothing bad to say about him at all. He does worry me sometimes because of some of the snakes he handles can give you quite a scare in some of his videos. I am quite worried that one of these days he is going to get it by one of his snakes, but he is a professional and I trust him 100%, and he just gives such an amazing, all his energy and his passion toward these animals. He is super great at what he does. Alright, and the next one is Tyler Nolan, another person who deals with a lot of venomous stuff, but also a lot of non-venomous stuff as well as of lately. And not only that, he is an amazing tattoo artist. If you do not know who he is, he was on Ink Masters one time too. So he is multi-talented, not only for his knowledge with reptiles. He is an amazing tattoo artist, and he's also quite the fisherman as well. He is a Florida native, and he just does a great job educating people on animals and showing off his animals, and it's super amazing to learn from him and watch him do what he does best. Alright, and the next one is another favorite of mine, and maybe yours as well. If you probably know him if you're watching my channel. And that's Chandler from Chandler's Wild World, or Chandler's Wildlife. I may be mixing that up. Anyways, Chandler, he is, I don't know where he gets all his energy from. Man. Now the only thing with Chandler is I think he does it with good intention, no doubt. But I think he gets a little bit too excited and caught up in his excitement, and sometimes loses track of, he gets a bit careless, and I don't think he means to do that. I think he just gets excited. I don't want to say he gets cocky or anything like that, but he also knows his animals really well, and he knows what to do with each individual animal of his, especially his king cobra, Kevin, who has a massive enclosure now, and he has just done a phenomenal job with all his animals, so I really got nothing negative to say about him. Okay, now the next one is probably my personal favorite one. Kenan Harkin. He is, I'll tell you why he's my favorite. He's my favorite because I call him the turtle guy. Because turtles are my favorite animals. And he has so many turtles, tortoises. He has monitor lizards. He has Asian water monitors. He has Slinky, who is super sweet and dog tame. And then he has the croc monitors that are the newer editions of his. He has now the caiman that came from Fred Grunwald, who passed away last year, and he has his alligators as well, and his property is super amazing. He has these amazing ponds and water features and all of these different enclosures for all his animals, and let me just give a shout out to Aquascape for doing such a great job on his property with his water features. But he has one of my dream properties that I would love to be able to have something like that with. It just looks so phenomenal, and he is so well spoken and well knowledgeable and just loves his animals. So check out Camp Kenan if you don't already. And the next one is he's quickly becoming a favorite of mine. He does really good educational vlogs, and he's got quite the sense of humor, I'd say. And that is Adam Wicken from Wicken's Wicked Reptiles. Say that 10 times fast. Wicken's Wicked I can't say. It's a tongue twister. Dude, he is phenomenal. He is super hilarious, super kind and well spoken. You know, you can tell that there's no ego or anything with him. And go check out Adam Wicken's at Wicken's Wicked Reptiles. I cannot say that fast. Now here's another favorite of mine, and that is the wonderful, the amazing Dave Kaufman, who just put out an amazing video of ball python in the wild, because he traveled to Africa earlier this year and made this amazing video about ball pythons in the wild. And he is such an amazing, I want to say maybe ambassador to the whole reptile community. He is super knowledgeable. He knows a lot of people, and and I love his long hair because, you know, I used to have long hair down to my mid-back, believe it or not. So I can relate to him on that. And he is just a phenomenal, super well-spoken individual and does such an amazing job with not only just his vlog videos, but his video series that he's been working on, the In the Wild videos, such as, well, the only one right now he has is the ball python one, but he's working on others. And go check out the ball pythons in the wild video, and you can go check that out on Dave Kaufman's Reptile Adventures. Rattle on, as he would say. So go check him out. Alright, and this next one, I'm actually gonna throw some spice in here for you guys. It is GoHerping. I will say this. He's young, and I don't want to say he's necessarily not smartest, but I think he's learning as he goes, and he's learning things the hard way a lot of times. I don't particularly watch his vlogs because I don't really care for him, and the main reason why I don't care for him is because I feel like he's kind of got a huge ego and think his shit don't stink. That's just the vibes I'm getting off of his videos. It's nothing personal or anything against him. Those are just the vibes that I'm getting off of him. So I'm personally not a fan of his. But I got nothing really bad to say about him either, aside from what I just said. So we're going to move on from that one. Okay, and the next one, well, I'm wearing their shirt, and it is Snake Discovery. Snake Discovery is probably I think right now the second largest reptile YouTuber right now, and I just want to say what an amazing job Emily and Ed have done with their new facility. It came out magnificent, and I love all that they've done and everything that they do, all their videos, and the way they do their videos. They do such a phenomenal job, and they do such a good job connecting with their fans, and, you know, going to different reptile expos and Tinley and Repticon and whatever, all those different things, and they just do a phenomenal job with everything they do. And one of the things that I love about them is their love for Pokemon. I love, because Pokemon is, well, let's just say, I think most of us animal lovers, well, at least from my generation, who grew up in the 90s, I think we all of us animal lovers pretty much fell in love with Pokemon for the same reasons. So, gotta give a huge shout out to them for that as well. Okay, last but not least, the biggest reptile YouTuber of them all, the biggest, the most person who you would not be seeing these vlogs if it were not for this guy, and that is the one and only, the legendary Brian Barczyk of BHB Reptiles and the Reptarium. He has come a long way since I have been watching him, and not only how big the Reptarium has grown since there, and now he's working on a new place across the street. He's adding an aquarium. He is just blowing it completely out of the park. And not only with that, with his vlogs, he has since recruited Jay Tomsky as his video person, media person, whatever, and he is just blowing it completely out of the park with his vlogs as well. The cinema photography and the production behind and he puts vlogs out every day, guys, every day. Like, you know how hard I have a hard time thinking of stuff just weekly, and he does it every day. He just does work so hard with doing what he does, and not only just vlogging on YouTube, he's on all social media platforms. Like, I don't know how the guy has time for anything. He is the first of the first for a lot of. He is super legendary when it comes to. I don't even know where to start. I could do a whole nother vlog on that, but he is the most. For being such a big, well-known person throughout YouTube, he is such a kind, humble, you can tell he loves animals, and that's one of the reasons why I love him. He is like the Steve Irwin for reptiles in the US here. He just does such an amazing job, and I don't know where he gets all his energy from. Like, you watch his vlog and he just talks and talks and talks, and so sometimes you just want to be like, dude, calm down, breathe. You don't want you to croak on us while you're doing a vlog. But he's phenomenal. He is amazing, and as I said earlier, you wouldn't be watching this vlog right now if it weren't for him. If you go down to my very first video on here, it is thanking him, because that was my first vlog. So that's it. That is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Peace out, guys. All you wild critters, thank you